Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, and I'm recognizing that there are a lot of people who are new to the channel, that you've been guided, and this is really incredible. And I love how the universe works with this, that you're just feeling that pull and click on the video, and lo and behold, there are messages for you that resonate on very deep levels for your journey, and it's just wonderful, and it's just meant to happen. So welcome. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a medium. I'm a divine channeler. I'm a remote spirit extractor specialist, as well as a divine twin flame on the journey towards union. And I am so blessed by the work that I do. The work that I do is highly unique. It's done without the use of tarot cards or oracle cards in any way. I am a medium. I've been a medium and a channeler before I even knew that I was a twin flame, and I was able to bring through those on the other side, as well as speak to the angelics. So my work is really available to everybody, but I am very, very blessed to be able to do medium work as far as bring twins' higher selves through their personalities, their mannerisms. Really incredible, and it just validates that all of this is real, and it helps those who don't know what's happening between themselves and their beloveds, what's happening behind the scenes. It really helps clarify so much, and they're very emotional sessions, and sometimes really hysterical sessions. We have a lot of fun during some of these readings, I have to say. But we're also able to seriously get down to what the blocks are and help to address those specifically, so that way it could prepare us for moving forward into union. And that's what's really important here on this journey, is being able to really achieve self-mastery and whatever is fear-based, to be able to release that. So it all comes down to the more you know, and being able to be proactive about it. For this video, I'm going to be talking about the portal that we are currently in. The solstice portal, today is the 18th. Yesterday was the new moon, the 17th. We have the portal, the spring solstice, on the 20th. We have Mercury retrograde that kicks in on the 22nd. Wow, we have a lot of things happening here. And we have been feeling this energy for, some days already, and we'll be feeling it some days after the portal on the 20th. So, we're going to be feeling this energy. It's never that it's just one day. Never like that. We've been feeling a lot of this, even more so as we go on through these portals. And I could say for myself, I've been going through a lot of ascension symptoms lately, and it's really there to let me know that the upgrade is in progress. And this particular portal, my team really wants to share as far as what this is focused on. And they're giving it to me that this portal is going to be quite significant to the divine masculines. Okay? So this I'm getting as a portal that is going to be affecting the masculines on a mass scale. There's a lot about this portal that is going to be significant as far as the heart goes, and as far as communication goes. Okay, and of course we have the Mercury retrograde. I get a lot of air about what's happening, and I get a lot of water, a lot of emotions. What Archangel Michael had particularly told me, he called this portal the sacred heart portal for the divine masculines, and that's pretty huge. That's a huge thing. And so for those of you who are divine masculines, and when we say divine masculines, this is not limited to that it is a male. Okay, so use it interchangeably. If it's a female that has the masculine energy, that's, just stating divine masculine. The divine masculines are truthfully going to be receiving a lot, and have been receiving a lot, but this portal is going to be quite significant, with them being opened up in their heart center, as well as truthfully receiving some very profound information. My team gives me the symbol of a golden key for this portal. Okay, the golden key is really going to be the key of knowledge for the divine masculines. So basically, they're going to have this golden key, metaphorically, and where they have been in fear of opening up that box and, you know, really exploring what's there inside of it, they're going to be activated to do that. So there is so much information that's going to be coming through for the divine masculines. Okay, they of course are being purged of so many of their lower ego behaviors, ego fears, patterns, that type of thing. And so a lot of triggers have been happening within the divine masculine's space lately, and I've been hearing this a lot. I have gone through this as well. And to me, when any time a trigger comes up and it's very severe, that's always a really good indication that there's a fear-based thought that I have regarding my divine masculine that requires release, as well as the fact that his ego pattern is being purged and I'm being affected by it and I'm helping him to release that. So honestly, we're releasing on behalf of ourselves and our beloveds. And sometimes that could be where we're helping the masculine a little bit more. That's okay. And it's never about comparisons, but it's about doing everything on behalf of each other, on behalf of the union. But I have been hearing that this Sacred Heart portal is going to be very, very significant as far as the divine masculine really paying attention to what's going on the inside. They also give me the symbol of the chalice, of the goddess energy, okay, of the divine cup. Okay, so that type of energy is, he's going to be feeling things on very, very deep levels. So where the divine masculine have really laid very heavenly, there you go, they are going to be laying very heavenly, where they have laid very heavily into their egos, their ego mind. They leaned on the logical side and the analytical side. They are going to literally be balanced out with and have that mind-heart communication happen within them. Okay? So we have divine communication, we have goddess communication, the feminine, divine feminine energy really taking place now within the divine masculine's heart. Okay, the communication aspect, this is what's showing up as far as the glands, the throat. I have been really getting froggy voice and really getting a lot of choking and coughing and things like that. And you see, now I'm going to start doing it. So I've been feeling under the weather, but I still wanted to be able to do this video today. But I have been getting issues with my throat, and that's an indication of the throat chakra, the communication center. And so there's a lot of information. I've also been picking up in my third eye the vision of an owl. And I have shamanic energy, so I do work with animal medicine. And what I can say is that we have the owl that brings forth what's hidden. Okay, the information that's hidden. The owl is a messenger. The owl brings forth what what is hiding in the shadows. What is there that is unaware? What's unaware, and brings that wise information, that deep intuition. And this is the type of thing that's happening now. Okay, with the air energy, this is the type of thing where the divine masculines, who are being brought into their sacred heart center, where they are being activated with the shared heart space with the divine feminine, they are receiving lots of downloads, they're receiving lots of information, and the divine basically is bringing them into this place where they're going to make that mind-heart connection, and they're going to become aware within their mind, understand what they're feeling. Because for many of them, they may have been picking up on things. I think many of them have been picking up on signs and synchronicities. They've been having certain experiences, but have been pushing it away, afraid to explore it. Thinking maybe that it's going to go away, or perhaps they were just thinking of it in just a lower sense when it's something so much more significant. Um, this portal is really going to be addressing them to pay attention to what's happening deep within them, to pay attention to the deep feelings and the deep stirrings that this portal is going to be intensifying, and to really, it's going to bring them into a place of further connecting the dots, being within their intuition more. Again, we have the owl, right? We have communication, the throat chakra. So they will be communicating not only with themselves, but I feel like a lot of them will be communicating with the divine and with their own teams. And they'll be in that reflection mode. And they're going to really, what Mercury retrograde redo, they're going to rethink, they're going to reevaluate, but more so than the evaluation, they are going to get this information. They're going to make these decisions from what they are deeply feeling rather than having the ego take control, which is what they have been used to. So the chalice, really opening up for them. The key of knowledge, really opening doors to other realities for them, opening doors to information that they perhaps weren't seeing. Also making that connection to the divine, the connection to source, having them connect more. So this is going to be really, really powerful, guys. For those of you who have been worried about this journey, I know many of the feminines who are watching this have been worried and they've been triggered and they've been feeling that they were just distrustful of this journey and not sure anymore. And my team really wants to remind you that you can trust this journey. You can trust where it's going. You can believe in union, and all of these things are not wishful thinking. It's because the truth is there. This is there for you. This is the path. And so there's no reason to distrust this. Your divine masculines have been filtering out a lot of lower patterns, a lot of toxicity, a lot of things that were not serving them. And as they were filtering this out, this was also affecting you. Okay, you were being triggered, you were falling into the denser fear energy, and this has caused you a lot of heartache. It's caused you a lot of questioning whether or not this is meant to be for you and your divine masculine. And this portal is really there to be that really strong push. And things that were not looked at, things that were not acknowledged, that the divine masculine have not acknowledged enough, these things are going to be made extra clear. Let's see if there's anything else that the angels want to bring out here in regards to this. So they're saying that the divine masculines will be feeling their divine feminine so much stronger. They'll be connecting with the divine feminine within their heart space, and that this is going to actually confirm for them what it is that they really want. The masculines with this portal, they are really going to understand now through paying attention to their feelings and not letting their head control things as they were used to. They're really going to feel what it is that they want out of their lives. And if they don't feel it, they're just not going to choose it anymore. So this energy is really going to be, of course, like all these portals do, it's going to be bringing them into a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And when this happens, then they become less dense and they're activated and connected to the divine energies and awareness. You're different. And when you're different and you're higher and you're lighter, you are no longer going to resonate with a lot of the choices that you've made. Okay, whether that be career-wise, whether that's obviously personally. friendships, anything like that. So the divine masculines are going to step into the place where if they're not feeling it, it's not for them. It's not about the divine masculines choosing things uh, from the ego mind anymore, from the ego standpoint. Okay, they've lost interest in a lot of this, and they're realizing that their older choices that they've made were not ones to satisfy them. They were not ones basically to fulfill the chalice within them, the sacred chalice. So this portal is going to help them align with their divine selves. So it's an alignment, and it's an alignment within their hearts. So their higher aspects aligning, and they're going to become a lot more aware of who they are, their authentic selves. So they're showing a lot of signs and a lot of synchronicities, the numbers and all these different signs coming up. And so I'm sure many of you out there who are watching this video have been, wow, I have been getting tons and tons of signs and synchronicities recently. And this is all connected to the fact that there is a major gateway that you are walking through, and there's a major gateway that your beloved is also walking through. Gateway meaning gateway of consciousness. Okay, so consciousness meaning to be aware of, conscious of. So we have the divine masculines really becoming so much more conscious of things. So they're speaking about the full awareness coming into effect for those divine masculines who have been receiving a lot of the experiences and the synchronicities and telepathy and the dreams and all these things, but have been looking past it, who have been just trapped by their own analytical and logical minds, who were dealing with fear-based thoughts due to past experiences in love, and also disappointments as far as their the parents go. A lot of this going back to ancestral lines. So whatever your divine masculine has experienced with their parents, these things have been coming up for release. So the fears that held them back from actually accepting this chalice and accepting the sacred heart and the sacred love that this chalice brings, whatever was putting them in fear as far as being able to take that golden key, unlock it, and open the door to the truth, basically, to the higher knowledge, to the higher awareness. These are the things that have been purging out, and it's caused a lot of the denser energies and triggers that the divine feminine have recently been experiencing and talking about. So my team just said it's time for the hearts to be joined as one. So they talk about the sacred heart. This is the portal that we are currently in. So the sacred heart, and remember that you have a spark and your beloved has a spark, but you share the same heart space. Okay? And these hearts are joining, truthfully joining the love, the communication of love within. Also, the communication is coming up as far as telepathic pickups, telepathic, so it could be on the subconscious level, it could be on the conscious level, or both, but we have the communication happening there as well. They just said that the divine masculines are being brought into the place where only love is real. So the illusions that they have been caught up in regards to the choices that they've made, in regards to who they thought that they were, all of these illusions are falling away. They show me a death of the old way of living. So they show definitely the shadows that have been coming out, that they have been acting out, as we talked about when this filtering happens, that they have to experience, or how many times re-experience their ego and their fears, their ego basically. And this has been very confusing to the Divine Feminine as to whether or not they are getting it. But they're showing the death happening for the Divine Masculine and a brand new beginning for them. Okay, they're showing that the Divine Masculines are opening the door with that key, finally taking the key of information, the key of awareness, the key of the higher knowledge, okay, sacred knowledge, and they're finally opening the door and walking through. Finally, they are. It's like these Divine Masculines have gone through so many of the excuses or the reasons. I rather, I guess, use the word reasons as to why they just were not ready to open up the door to see what was behind it. And what they're showing is the Divine Masculines, as they walk through this door, that what they're going to be experiencing is nothing but love, beauty, peacefulness. They'll be accepted fully for who they are, who they really are. So those who have been caught up in who they thought they were and caught up in the illusion or the image or the false identity crisis, they will be accepted for who they truthfully are within their souls. And they'll find that love there. They'll find that love there. So this is really exciting. This is really, really exciting. And it's real movement here. Real movement as far as coming into the place where you are finally getting it. And when you are getting it and you're feeling it so strongly and you're accepting it, then you are then ready to move forward and take action and make changes in your life. And the Divine Masculines are going to be making some major changes, and there's going to be some major action happening this spring and summer, I can tell you that. Wow. They're going to be in awe. They're going to be in awe. When they open that door and they finally pay attention, and there's going to be a lot of Divine Masculines that are going to be within reflection. They're going to be going within, and they are going to let it in, let the truth in, and really connect with it, connect with their heart spaces. And they are just going to be in awe of what they're experiencing. And it's like a light bulb. It's going to go off. I mean, there's going to be like pretty accelerated awakenings. So the Divine Feminines who have been on this journey don't have to worry that the Divine Masculines are going to take forever as far as catching up. They're not. Definitely Archangel Michael told me this is going to be accelerated and they will be caught up to the Divine Feminine. And this is ready to absolutely happen. And where the Divine Feminine were getting a little lost in fear that this wasn't going to happen, this absolutely is an illusion. And many of you Divine Feminines have been going through tests, okay? I get emails, why am I going through this? Perhaps it's a test. And there have been tests that have recently been put out there, tests from the light and tests from the dark. Because anytime that we fall back into our fear, there's always a chance for us to, have those lower energies trying to sneak in and interfere, while you're low and feeling like things are hopeless. They try to kick you when you're down type thing. And so before this portal energy actually really started kicking in, we had these tests that we were going through. The divine was testing the faith of the divine feminine in many, many ways, to seeing if she was committed to herself, committed to the journey, committed to her empowerment. And then we had a lot of the denser energies or lower energies trying to interfere as well, which resulted in a lot of clearing work that came up for me, which is why I had so many inquiries happening, and just like didn't know what to do. But all these people contacted me, except to only do as much as I could do, and this is because these lower energies, the lower energy, when you drop your frequency and you drop your vibration. Um, it's also the fact too that both the light and the dark were both scrambling and trying to, I guess, we have with the light portal coming in, right? So, and then we had some of these lower beings that were looking to interfere with it. So I always keep it very real. I don't like overly focusing on the dark. However, I am a believer in that being aware and being proactive with protection and clearing is a must. And so protecting your union right now is very, very important to do. It's always important to do, but especially this year, I would say, because unions are happening. These portals are preparing everything, making miracles happen. And when that happens, the dark looks to try to interfere to see if they can rear you off the path and keep you in fear mode. So it's really important to understand that the more you can ask for Archangel Michael's protection for yourself and for your beloved throughout your full existence, important. Also, asking for Archangel Castiel of the universe, her protection throughout your full existence, is important too, because of galactic energies, and of course Mother Goddess, Father God, Jesus Christ, always. And to just use your discernment with all energies that you are exposed to. But yes, the tests have been happening, and the divine feminine, I believe, is now within their faith more. But there was a rough time recently here where the triggers were happening and the distrust was there. But see, now we are coming out of this place, and with this light portal that we are in, the sacred heart, our heart space shared with our divine masculine, that being activated, it's bringing the truth, the love, up to the surface, and we're holding steady with that love. And as far as the communication, like the issues with my throat, and I'm sure many out there have been feeling with their glands and their throat hurting as well, and getting coughs probably too. This type of thing is all about how we speak our truth. It's about how we receive messages of truth. So the divine truth, that communication. So when you think about that, think about the sword of Archangel Michael and how that sword represents communicating truth. The truth will set you free. The truth will be known, right? I shall receive the truth. The truth is what I will express. And so this energy is the space that we're in with this portal. Let's see if there's anything else that's necessary to add to that, but this is the main idea of what's coming through. So they're coming home now is what they're saying. That it's no longer the time for them to disregard what it is that they are experiencing with their divine feminine, what they have been receiving. It's time for them to come home. They're being brought home. Okay, they're showing me the divine masculine is just being able to feel liberated and free, a fresh, clean slate for them. More alive, vibrance, just vibrant energy. And they're showing me the water. So again, like with the water and the emotions, that sacred love, being within the flow of their heart space, being within the flow of love, really being able to draw conclusions from what they are deeply experiencing within their heart instead of staying within their head, within only in the realm of logic. So this is really a huge gateway for the divine masculines, and it's truthfully a I think also a brand new beginning for the divine feminines in many ways, who were feeling like they were lost within everything that was taking place and they weren't sure where they were standing with things. And this is just to show you that nothing is hopeless, and that although people have free will, when you're on a journey like this, which is a divine journey, the divine will is always going to triumph the free will, always. So the divine will, with these portals coming in, with these energies, these frequencies coming in, they're doing their job. So don't question it. Don't question it. Whatever situation that your divine masculine is in, that you have felt has been extremely challenging, and you didn't know how there was going to be a solution to that, there's a divine solution, okay? And the upgrade with the light is the solution. Because as soon as someone is upgraded and they are vibrating, have a higher vibration, and they have a higher frequency, and they are more conscious and aware of divine knowledge, once they have that and they make that mind-heart connection, then they are in that place where life is just never the same. They are not going to resonate with their old choices. They are not going to resonate with their old selves. They are truthfully going to have brand new energy. And so there's going to be a brand new start from that energy, and they will be resonating with the higher. They'll be resonating with higher choices, with the higher love, which is you. They'll be resonating with a higher mission rather than just seeing their professional life as merely a career. They will look at it from a different standpoint, which is the higher standpoint of it being a service to humanity, and what is it out of my heart space that I can do to make this world better. So even if they haven't been quite there, or maybe they weren't there at all with that, with this Sacred Heart portal, they will be within that space. So everything is going to become so much bigger for them, and they are going to get it. They are going to get it. And hold on one moment. So I'm getting it that communication is going to happen. A lot of communication, actually. Some of the divine masculines are gonna want to reach out and communicate with their divine feminines. So if that's not in the physical sense, it could very well be in the telepathic sense, higher self sense. But communication coming up again, we have that happening. Speaking your truth, communicating your truth, communicating it. And remember, communication is not only limited to actual verbal communication. Communication could be in other ways as well. So yeah, I mean, these are the messages that I'm getting, and this portal is, wow, it's going to change a lot. It's going to change a lot. It's going to push a lot, and the divine masculines will be coming home, and there is no need to worry about this. Trusting it, surrendering it, that's the place to be in. Knowing that the divine intelligence is always going to know what's best for both of you. Divine timing is always going to be the perfect timing. And to really celebrate this fact and really send loving vibes and compassion, like I usually say, send that to your divine masculine as he is going through his changes, his old self dying away to be reborn into the love energy, the heart energy, the heart movement, the heart gateway. Okay, and so many wonderful things will be following as this happens. So yeah, that's it. And I can say from my perspective that although it's been very, very challenging with the triggers that have been happening, um, lots of purging and lots of releasing and lots of tests, I can say that I'm definitely in a better place now. I have a feeling that I'm not alone in this, and that a lot of you divine feminine have been challenged, have been tested, but are in a better place now. And just know that this is going places. This is going places, and where it's going to is into the manifested stage. Okay, so we are now in the year where twin flames, excuse me, it's manifested union. So as above, so below. So hold true to that and hold steady with that, and be very open and flexible. And as you are receiving very real guidance to step forward and communicate your truth, if you are guided to do that, please don't second guess it. Don't second guess it. Act on it. It's there to act upon. That's your window of opportunity to be able to connect with divine masculine. And it's only fear that's holding you back. And, you know, after being on this journey for a while and everything we've gone through, giving into fear, it's not the way. It's not the way. It's all about just trusting in the love, trusting in it, and trusting in what you are receiving. Okay, the intuition, the owl, right? And really trusting in what you are receiving as far as what you're picking up in your beloved space. And even though you don't have the physical confirmation, trust what it is that you're receiving, because it's always accurate. Okay, and that's it. So please leave me some comments if you felt like this message really helped you out, if it resonated with you. Questions also below. And I'm here for reading sessions. Not accepting remote extraction work right now until I catch up, and then I'll be doing that again in April, but I just need to catch up with the inquiries. But I'm definitely here for reading sessions, 30 minutes or an hour. Paranormalpriestess.com. I'm also on Facebook, The Paranormal Priestess. I have my page there. I'm also on Twitter, which is ParaPriestessYT, and I also have my own personal one, Para_Priestess. So, love to be in touch with you. Take care, everyone. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you feel guided to do so, please do. Love to have you here. And many blessings to you all. Take care. You have been doing a fantastic job. Don't question yourself or this journey. Just continue on and hold steady, and you'll get to where you're meant to be. Take care, everyone.